Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk about breakouts. Yeah, it happens to the best of them, even me, right? Yeah, no, I definitely go through breakouts, and in fact, I actually just went through a couple different ones that actually inspired this video. And let me tell you, it's like a whole myriad of emotions that you go through with a breakout. Number one, it's like, what did I do? Why is this happening to me? Number two, it's like, okay, what do I need to do with my products? Like, what products are going to make this go away the fastest? And of course, number three is like, great, now I'm going to have to deal with like a dark mark or a scar, right? So it's like the whole gamut of emotions that occurs when a breakout happens. It really sucks. It really does. But today, what I want to share with you is the products that help me get through those breakouts. These are 5 super reliable but still gentle products that really just help me reduce the redness, the inflammation, get that swelling down, heal that pimple up, and get it out of my life just a little bit faster. So if you're so ready to find out all about the products I rely on during a breakout, give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. So you guys know I absolutely love Mugwort. That is no secret for so many reasons. I love it, but particularly when it comes to inflamed breakouts, we're talking the nasty red painful pimples. I really do rely on Mugwort for so many reasons. I mean, it is anti-inflammatory, it reduces redness, it does actually really help to reduce the swelling from pimples as well. Not only that, but relieving some of the pain associated with that. And it's antibacterial, so it's actually really great if you do have just like acne prone skin. It's actually a great ingredient to have in your skincare routine. And I couldn't think of a better way to get Mugwort into my routine, especially when I'm getting that inflammation on my skin, than the Missha Time Revolution Artemisia Treatment Essence. I mean, really going in for a 100% Mugwort essence like this one. You want Mugwort? They got Mugwort. That's all that's in here. This is the only star ingredient, highly concentrated and 2 times fermented. And you guys know when you ferment an ingredient, it kind of helps it work a little bit bigger and better and faster, right? So this is 2 times fermented 100% Mugwort. This is a first essence, so this goes on right after cleansing, and this is actually that type of product that just brings that immediate relief. As soon as I use it, I can actually see the redness is just a little bit better. My skin, especially when you get that irritation from the inflammation, the breakout, just like, oh, it just hurts your skin so much. It really does bring a lot of relief. One of my favorite things to do, I do this when I just get plain old irritation on my face, but I actually do implement this method when I get a breakout on my skin too. I saturate 5-layer cotton and I make kind of like a quick treatment mask or sheet mask, and put that all over my face. This helps that essence get into the skin a little bit deeper, and it really like ups the soothing and the anti-inflammation. Like if you have a ton of redness on your skin, do this because it holds that essence into your skin for a little bit longer, and it really visibly reduces the redness. It's so amazing, and it only takes like 3 minutes, so it's really easy to do in the morning time too. Now I think the natural instinct when you get a breakout is to think about those targeted treatments. Spot treatments, exfoliation, maybe special masks that you can put into your routine, right? Those targeted treatments to get the acne out of your life. And I'm going to talk about some of that as well. But I really want to leave you with the idea of creating a more holistic kind of routine around your breakout. It's not just about eliminating that one spot on your face. It's about kind of jam-packing your routine with a lot of other sort of supportive ingredients that are going to help you along with healing your skin and calming inflammation. And of course, you got to jam-pack that routine with anti-inflammatory ingredients. A lot of anti-inflammatory ingredients also come with antibacterial benefits like Mugwort, which we just talked about, right? So that's always a great bonus for acne prone skin, but it is a good idea to get some of those other supportive ingredients in along with your targeted treatment. It's just, they're all going to work in synchronicity. They're all going to work a little bit better together. So with that in mind, I love the Benton Deep Green Tea Toner. I do even switch out my toner sometimes when I'm going through a breakout. Now, I love this one because it is super hydrating. Really, really nice, lightweight, watery texture. One of my favorite textures for toners. No moisture to this one. This is just like a purely watery, hydrating toner, meaning you can layer it up as much as you want to. It's not going to build up thick or sticky or greasy or weird, like just weird on the skin. You can put as much on as you want without any thickness, and I really adore that about toners because I need lots of hydration in my skin. Now this is a great one because lots of anti-inflammatory ingredients. 50% of green tea water. Green tea is your best friend if you have acne. I mean, it really helps to reduce redness. It really is a very calming type of ingredient, but it also contains a lot of skin like protective antioxidants, really good barrier supportive ingredient as well. This also contains another ingredient that I rave about all the time, which is Hutainia cordata extract. This is a lesser known anti-inflammatory ingredient. It is used a lot in traditional Chinese medicine for like centuries. It is very, very good at calming inflammation. It's also an antibacterial ingredient, but it is also well known for being very, very gentle and kind to the skin. So this is actually best for even the most sensitive skin types. This entire formula, so good. We've got green tea, we've got Hutainia cordata extract. We also have centella in here, another great anti-inflammatory goodie. And when I use this toner, I get all the hydration that my thirsty, dehydrated skin needs, right? So it's just really good as a toner. But when I have the breakouts, it also brings that extra like redness reduction, that extra like anti-inflammatory benefit to my routines. You know, it really is very reliable. It's not like the most super concentrated targeted treatment, right? But it's one of those supportive players that really just overall helps get my skin through when it is so super inflamed, so super red and angry. So let's talk about something just a little bit more concentrated, shall we? This is the by Wishtrend Polyphenols in Propolis 15% Ampoule, and like hands down, this is so good for acne. Oh my gosh, anytime I get a little bit of a pimple or just that full-blown nasty inflamed breakout, I reach for this. This is so reliable. Like if anybody is like, Kelly, I need some recommendations, I suffer from acne, this one, so reliable. This contains 15% of propolis, and propolis actually not like the first ingredient you think about when it comes to acne, right? But it actually is amazing for treating acne prone skin, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and it has a very good wound healing ability. Propolis has been used across centuries and cultures for wound healing forever. You know, it is actually really good at that. And what that means is it means that propolis can really help to reduce redness, reduce swelling, and help get that pimple healed up, flattened out quicker. So propolis is actually, it really should be in our ingredient arsenal, if you will, when we're thinking about pimples and breakouts. So 15% of propolis in this one, but it's not just about just ingredients alone, like just isolated ingredients. Products are about formulation, about ingredients coming together in synchronicity and in love, right? What am I saying? I don't know, but you know what I mean. They're better together, and this serum is better because of the 59% of Hutainia cordata extract, which we just talked about in the Benton toner, right? We've got a really high concentration here, 59%, and I promise you there is just something so special about the propolis and Hutainia cordata extract combination. It really is the secret sauce to this ampoule. You've heard me talk about it before if you've watched my channel for like more than a day, right? You know, I rave about this. I love this product so much. The texture I find very elegant, especially for a propolis serum. You know, propolis tends to have a little bit of a thicker kind of texture or body to it. It sometimes can get a little tacky or sticky. Not this serum. This actually has a very elegant texture. It's much lighter than most propolis serums are. It really does absorb in the skin nicely, and it is a balanced serum, meaning that there is some hydration to it, but there is some moisture as well, that oil-water balance. And this does have a little whisper of moisture to it, but it's not heavy. It's not a greasy or rich moisture, and it's definitely not a sticky or tacky propolis serum, which is really, really nice. It's got just a very nice, pleasing texture to it. I really like it. I can see it working for quite a lot of different skin types, and every time I use this, I see it working. You know, I'll have a pimple, I'll put it on, and the next morning I'll be like, I can see that this pimple is starting to heal up. It is not a miracle worker, it's not a spot treatment, but it is just one of those products that I know time and time again, I've got a breakout, I put this in my routine for a couple of days, and it's making that pimple go away faster. It's incredibly reliable. I cannot rave about it enough. Now, another product from Wishtrend, just really quickly, it's actually not part of like the Fave, but I want to mention it. I talked about it in my video earlier this week, the Quad Active Boosting Essence from Wishtrend. So good in combination with this. That is an essence with a little bit of propolis and a bunch of other anti-inflammatory ingredients, and when you use them together, holy cow, they make each other even better. So if you're kind of thinking you want even in addition to this serum, I highly recommend the combo. You don't need it, but together they are amazing. Let's talk about those targeted treatments that I mentioned earlier, because I have like 2 for you. So number 1, pimple patches. I mean, did you think that I was not going to include them on this list? Of course I was. I think most of us are already using them. You know, they're not like really like the new revelation that they were even just a few years ago. But honestly, like all you guys out there who have used them, the first time you used them, you were probably like, this is a game changer. Like, this is a game changer. Now, I grew up in the late 90s, the early 2000s. Like, we had benzoyl peroxide spot treatments. That shiz is not great. Okay, so this, like, it stains your towels, it stains your pillowcases, it's that classic spot treatment that dries out the skin. It might treat the pimple might be gone, but now you got this big flaky dry spot on your face, and it's just like, how is it? Isn't there a better way? Like, how is this good enough, right? Like, it's not. So when I discovered pimple patches, which are truly an alternative to that spot treatment, right? Wow, like I was like, this is the better solution. So let me tell you, pimple patches are made out of a material called hydrocolloid. How this works is you put the pimple patch onto your pimple, and the hydrocolloid is able to whisk moisture out of your pimple. It's able to whisk moisture and trap it inside of that material itself. It actually first started off as a blister bandage. You know, when you get those big ugly like liquid filled blisters like on your heels from like horrible shoes or from burns and stuff, this can help actually drain blisters, shrink them down into small little circles, and now you've got a pimple patch. It's actually the exact same thing. It helps to facilitate the healing process, getting all that sebaceous liquid and pus out of your pimple, allowing that area to heal itself faster, keeping it clean and hygienic as well. So I absolutely love pimple patches. Now, of course, they don't work on what are called blind pimples. That means a pimple that doesn't have a visible head to it, right? So unfortunately, they don't work on that. They do make pimple patches that claim that they can. They have micro darts in them. I haven't tried those yet, so don't ask me about them because I don't know. Eventually, I will try one. But just the traditional pimple patches work really good if you have a head on your pimple, or unfortunately, if you've popped it. Now, that brings me to the point I want to make about the whole game-changing process, right? Because not only does it not like completely irritate your skin and ruin your linens, but if you are a pimple popper, this will help you out, because every pimple popper, and I am one, I'm sorry, I know. I am one. I'm better, but I am one and have been one for years. Every single one of us do. Like, just raising my hand right now, I feel so ashamed. We're all a little ashamed of our nasty habit, right? We know it's not good, but we can't help ourselves. Pimple patches will help you help yourself, though, because instead of sitting there for like 15 minutes trying to push out the very last of the juice and the pus, right, out of your pimple, pop the sucker and slap a pimple patch on it. You will do a lot less damage to your skin. Let the pimple patch do the heavy lifting. You will feel like a new person by doing it. You will feel a lot better about that nasty little habit that we might have. It definitely does reduce the damage that you're going to be doing to your skin. It helps to reduce the potential dark mark. It helps to reduce the potential scarring, and just the overall, just not treating your skin nicely, it helps reduce that. So they are, you got it, they're necessary for pimple poppers, and they just kind of overall, pimples that could have been super duper dramatic and could have been like horrible in your life, right? It just makes them go away a lot faster, heal up a lot faster, heal up cleanly, and they definitely reduce the chances of scarring. So they are so essential during a breakout. Well, I think I just spent like 5 minutes raving about pimple patches. Like, I'm that excited about them. You might be surprised to find out that I went through this list of like 5 different products and I haven't said anything about exfoliation yet. No active chemical exfoliation. Like, what the heck? Like, that's some of the most powerful stuff to take care of pimples. And you are not wrong. It is. But I happen to have very sensitive skin, and just because I get a breakout, I can't go in super duper heavy with exfoliation because it actually is going to end up irritating my skin and probably causing more breakouts because of it. So I have to be very careful and really balance out my routine. That's why I put so much emphasis on the anti-inflammatory ingredients throughout this video, because that's really what helps me with super sensitive skin get through. Because the thing is, if you push your skin too far, you're just going to end up in the same place that you started. You're just going to make your skin worse. So it is really important to listen to your skin. However, there is an exfoliating product that I really like a lot, and it is actually quite gentle to my skin. And that is the by Wishtrend Acid Duo Hibiscus Cream. It is gentle but effective. It uses PHA and LHA as the exfoliants. And PHA, you can actually think about PHA as a new generation AHA. This has all the same kind of benefits as AHAs do. It works on the top of your skin, really lifting away all the dead skin cells. It can really help with texture. It can help with fine lines and wrinkles. And it does actually have this really nice skin brightening benefit, because it really does help with things like hyperpigmentation and just unevenness on the skin. It is like a new generation AHA with all the benefits, but it's actually a lot less irritating to the skin than AHAs. It tends to be a lot more kinder to sensitive skin in the tests that have been done on PHA. Now, LHA, you guys probably are like ready for this, right? It's like a next generation BHA. LHA can actually work inside of your pores. So it dives deeper than the PHA and exfoliates inside of your pores. This is crucial, right, for breakouts, for acne, even just like clogged pores and blackheads. These are all impurities that are based inside of our pores when too much oil, dirt, debris, and dead skin cells get trapped inside of our pores. Add in a little bit of bacteria and we got a full-on breakout, right? So it is great to get some exfoliation inside of the pores. This is what's going to kind of help either flatten out that breakout or bring it to a head so we can get that pimple patch on top of it. So LHA, much like PHA, a little bit more gentle on the skin than its BHA cousin. I'm throwing around a lot of letters right now. Like, even I'm getting a little bit confused. What we need to know: benefits of AHA and BHA in a much more gentle format. This is actually a moisturizer. It is a very light moisturizer. It's really like a gel cream type of texture. It spreads really easily and it absorbs very fast, and it really just leaves a very light light protective feel on the skin. But I have to tell you, it's just not enough moisture for my skin personally. My skin craves a lot of moisture. This isn't quite enough for me, and yet I still use this. I actually use this underneath my other moisturizers as like just a full like gentle exfoliation treatment, but I've also been known to use it as a spot treatment too. I personally find this very versatile. I know that I kind of use it completely differently than how it's intended, but it is actually quite flexible. It can be used a lot of different ways. My skin loves the LHA and PHA. It really does. I'm actually pretty sensitive to AHA, so I actually just don't even use them because it's just too irritating to my skin. But I can use PHA, so I'm gaining all those benefits without any of the irritation. Now, I did recently talk about a spot treatment that contains LHA, that Rovectin LHA Ampoule. But I gotta admit, you know, I was thinking about putting it in this video, but I have to admit, I've only known that product for about a month. I've been using this Wishtrend cream for like a year, so it just made more sense to talk about this cream. I have a lot more experience with it. It's super duper flexible. It can work a lot of different ways. What I particularly like about this, that LHA is so darn effective. This will bring your pimple to a head, or it'll flatten it out. Depends on what the pimple, like where the pimple is in its life cycle and what it wants to do, right? Not all pimples will come to a head, but more often than not, this is going to get that pimple sped up to healing, to going away. So I feel like this speeds up that pimple, gets it out of my life faster. But that PHA is really, really helpful for me, particularly because I suffer from dark marks. If I get that inflammation from my breakout, I will have a dark mark. It does not matter how fast I got the pimple off my skin. If it was inflamed, my skin goes dark in that area. And that is a pain in the booty because that can take like weeks to address, right? So I love that this also contains the PHA because PHA can help. Remember what I talked about, the hyperpigmentation issues, dark marks, unevenness on the skin. This can speed up that process of brightening that dark mark. So this is 2-in-1 for me. I really, really like it. My sensitive skin gets along with it just fine. And yeah, I really do recommend this cream. So that's how I do it. You know, those are the products that I reach for time and time again when I get a breakout, but I still need to be kind and gentle to my sensitive skin. So I'm curious to know, do you guys have that hero product, that one product that is so super reliable when you get a breakout? Let me know in the comment box below. I am always looking for new suggestions. And if this video was helpful to you, you enjoyed it, you want to see more from me, but you haven't hit subscribe yet, please consider subscribing to my channel. I release 2 new Korean skincare focused videos every single week. Turn on notifications because sometimes I release even more videos than that and you don't want to miss out on any of the videos from me. Come join me on Instagram too if you want to connect a little bit further and you want some K-beauty on your IG feed. So I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I hope that you are healthy, happy, and safe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.